The Sixers got their big three back, but not really. And there is another injury. They lose to the Memphis Grizzlies tonight. I think it's over. We're gonna get into everything, but I think you gotta watch this season. Yeah, we're gonna get into everything, but without further ado, here's the intro. What's going on, Cliffhangers? We are back with another video. We are still on the road to 1,000 subscribers before the end of December, so make sure you hit that like button, you hit that subscribe button down below. It takes 1 second to support me. I appreciate it. Also, make sure you hit that bell notification down below so you never miss a video and you become a part of Noti Gang. I would appreciate that. Give me to 100 likes on this video. We're gonna get right into it. I know y'all see I got a new background. I need to get some decorations and stuff. I got some Sixers, Eagles stuff I'm gonna put back here. But yeah, without further ado, Sixers lose again tonight to the Memphis Grizzlies. They are now 2-13. They got their big three. Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, and Paul George played tonight, but it was only for 6 minutes. It's a lot that we can complain about tonight. I want to talk about the game, but at this point, they're just a bad team. We just have to all admit that the Sixers are not a good team. It doesn't matter who's on the floor. Joel Embiid, Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, doesn't matter. Now, granted, they only played 6 minutes together, but what I saw in that 6 minutes, none of it was good. They play like a team that hates each other. I'm sitting there watching the first half of the game, and it's like I'm looking at everybody's defensive posture. Everybody's arms are down. Nobody's in the stands. Joel's just walking around. Everybody's walking around. Nobody's closing out. Nobody's contesting shots. And then when they're on offense, everybody's, again, just standing around. Somebody's just going ISO. Everybody's just watching the ball. When they pass the ball, it just looks like, oh my God. It just looks like everything about them just looks like a team that just doesn't like each other right now. Granted, they looked a little bit better in the second half, but that first half and the games prior to it, it's just bro, they don't look like they're connected at all. Maybe that meeting did more harm than it did good, and maybe it getting leaked or whatever was bad, but they don't look like a team connected at all, and I just don't think that is that's good. If I can see it, and multiple people saw it when I was tweeting about it, most people saw it. So it's I don't know, season's a wash, bro. In the first half, Joel Embiid's body language was terrible. Every little mistake that the Sixers made, he's emoting and doing all this extra waving of the arms. Just something that, again, acting like a child from your franchise star. Again, this isn't one of Joel Embiid's first times acting like this. And it's just I'm so over it, bro. He came out again in the second half. He looked a lot better. Him and Maxey. Paul George got injured 30 seconds into the third quarter. Whatever. I guess we could really start on that because they signed and you can go back to when I was talking about it. I didn't want Paul George. He was the third best option for me. They signed a 34-year-old injury-prone max player. Well, no, they signed a 34-year-old injury-prone player to a max to pair with their already 30-year-old injury-prone max player. It never made sense. I don't know why they did it. Everybody said it was a bad idea. It was plenty of other options out there that they could have gone with. Yes, Paul George probably he probably gives you the best chance of winning if you really want to look at it, if the risk pans out. But the risk and the reward, I don't know, man. Everybody knew he was going to get hurt. The Sixers' entire season was depending on Joel Embiid and Paul George being healthy come the playoffs. They might not even make the playoffs. And him getting hurt tonight, the way they look, they lose to the Grizzlies who didn't have Ja Morant. And there's the hospital Grizzlies. They got blown out once again. They didn't look good. And it's what else? Why do we have to keep watching this, bro? So at this point, and Joel even banged his knee at the end of that fourth quarter. Why is he still in? The rotations are bad. They're lazy on defense. They don't know what they're doing on offense. They're running at everybody on defense. They're jumping at three-point attempts. You're not going to block. I don't know what is going on with them. I'm sorry, I got allergies right now. But I'm just over it, bro. I don't care anymore. At this point, since Paul George, he hyperextended his knee. So since that's a thing now, I guess this is where I'm at with it. I'm fully on the whole tank. It doesn't have to be the trade Embiid tank because you can't trade him until next season anyway. But it's just You sit Embiid out. You get him fully healthy and ready for next season. This season's a wash. No team has ever been 2-13, come back and then won an NBA championship. This season is a wash. You sit Embiid, you get him fully healthy for next season, and you just get Maxey and Jared McCain and Yabusele a ton of run together and hope you can get a top 6 pick, right? Hope you can get a Cooper Flagg. Hope you can get Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, somebody to help this team into the future, because right now they're bad, bro. Like they are bad. And like I said in the previous video, and I want to just elaborate on it more. A lot of people are going to say, no, you don't want to tank, because you remember how that 10-72 Sixers season went, or those tanking the process era went. But the process, again, never had hope like in young stars like Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain. Jared McCain again tonight had a good game, looked like one of the best Sixers on the floor outside of that Joel Embiid spurt that he had in the third quarter. But you have hope now. There's something to build off of. Maybe those two aren't franchise stars, like neither one of them will be a number one option, but there's something you can build off of and build around. Like possibly you get Cooper Flagg, possibly you get Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper, and they become that franchise cornerstone that you want. You never know. But at this point, you cannot depend on these old injured stars anymore. You can't depend on health. It's just not something you want to risk in order to win a championship. You can't depend on this whole Joel Embiid just not being a leader thing. And he showed it even more tonight with his antics in the first quarter. Well, that first half. So like you just can't depend on that anymore. Go tank. Try to get a top 6 pick. Get as many picks as you can for whatever players you can trade after December 15th, because Andre Drummond and Eric Gordon cannot be on this team anymore. They are just bad. I'm so mad this fire thing is going off, because y'all know the thing with black people. I got to change them batteries. But these allergies messing my nose up, man. But you cannot, the season is a wash. Chalk it. Maybe, can I even trade Paul George ever since he signed? Like, I don't know. But it's time to tank. It's time to look towards the future. You go, so like I said, see if you can get a top 6 pick, because if it goes to 7, it goes to OKC. See if you can get something. See if you can get another young player to go around this core. See if you can build with Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain, and that third player. And maybe Joel's healthy. Maybe he does want to stay in Philadelphia. I don't know. But at this point, the Sixers are just not a good team, and they're not going to be a good team. We have to stop holding out this hope. This is just who they are. They're probably going to fire Nick Nurse at the end of the season. I don't know. But at this point, they've got to tank. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just over it. You don't have to trade Joel, but just sit him out, get him fully healthy for next season, and just go at it that way. Like I said, you got a young core you can build around now with Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain. And no, they don't have to be the number one options for a championship team, but it's something. It's not like the process era was, where it was just miss after miss after miss. You have 2 hits. You can pair with the Joel Embiid. Maybe Paul George stays. You can get a top 6 pick in one of the strongest draft classes. You got to do something, because this season is a wash. But like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below. Let me know what you think. Should the Sixers tank? Should they continue to try to ride out this season? I don't know. Are you done? Do you give up? Let me know in the comments below, man. I'll holler at y'all.